Good morning. So, um, a little stressed, a little upset, a little different things here. Um, I'm trying to get this set up. For some reason, it's not. So I got it. Where? There. All right. Sorry about that. Um, so today's plan maybe just sitting. I'm really interested in Microsoft, but trying to get onto the right swing is going to be a little maybe easier than Navita. Um, but it can jump around quite a bit. Um, yeah, here's Navita right here, but um, you could really potentially lock in a good number here. You just have to try to get on at the right time. Yeah, Tesla should never really traded that all that much yesterday. It just got locked into um, chop all day. Uh, where it's at right now, good potential for a drop continuation. So we're gonna watch for that kind of early on, but probably we'll have a short day today. It is Friday. Here in a second, we'll take a look at. I don't feel good today. I don't. I'm not. I'm not feeling super hot today. Excuse me. I'm gonna get some music going. I will say, whoops. This headset works really well, but I don't know why I didn't connect to my Bose. All right. So yeah, these Bose headsets, really, really good music clarity. Now I do have smaller ones, these Samsung ones that I use with my Samsung. Um, I'm using these Bose with my iPhone, and part of that is just because these are whole earmuffs, they feel like comfortable than these. But these are good for like jogging or in my pocket kind of thing. I should probably charge them. I don't know how charged they are right now. I use them a lot. They're just really handy to kind of have. Now, nobody's in here watching me right now, but when I slipped up and you guys heard that little song clip, I wonder who knows what song that is. It's a song that goes back a good while ago. Yeah, see, the one thing that's really hard about these is it really blocks out all noise, so you can't even hear yourself talk. Kind of feels like I'm talking in my head. But it's one of the things I love about these. It's really easy to get sucked into the music or movie. I'm talking like I'm a paid sponsor. What the fuck? I'm not an influencer. I just like them. But the one thing that kind of sucks. Where is it? Right here. I got a rip in these. And it happened right on the edge of the plastic. So I didn't cut the, like, I think that's a manufacturer issue. But I looked online and saw that I could get those replaced. Hey, good morning, Sharma. Today is probably going to be a slow day. I got caught up in the chop yesterday, and I got stupid. I should have never went to the chop. All the money that I made the day before, I gave it back. So that kind of sucks. This is TOS or Think or Swim. So this is Think or Swim. It's TD Ameritrade. They have you can do it on their website, but I love their desktop platform. Their mobile platform is okay, but you can't really trade efficiently, I think, on mobile. You really kind of want the desktop platform. And so, yeah, this is what I like right here. Here, I'll do this. And like I said, you're going to want to use the desktop software based right here. Now, sadly, this doesn't work with the newer Apples. It only works with Intel based CPUs. But yeah. So with TD Ameritrade, you could actually trade stocks all around the world, not just US stocks. So I can trade stocks in China. Like for instance, Alibaba. This is Alibaba. This is a Chinese company. But I can trade it here on the New York Stock Exchange I got all those same charts. I got the news printouts for it. A lot of the American, so to speak, American trading platforms allow you to trade stocks all around the world, not just the New York Stock Exchange. Um, which I think is quite useful because if you know something that's going on around the world, um, good, bad, or something indifferent, you can take trades on that. This song here has major deeps in it with headset like this. It's beautiful. But yeah, TD Ameritrade. That's the one that me and Odison use. I wonder if ACAR uses it. I don't know if ACAR does. I need to get my filter page. Put that over there. I'm looking at something here, so sorry. All right. Honestly, there's not a whole lot I'm gonna do or look up for today. So I'm already ready for the market open. Getting a little closer, I might look at SPY and Queen, just check to see what they're doing. But you see how like that could be kind of choppy. A little bit right here, but not so much here. And just not looking to get into that chop. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. So give me a second. Let me refresh the market map for you. It looks really, really green today, which is good so far. I'll be back. Give me a second. Want one of these? Yes. You love that. There you go. All right. I'm back. So the market is looking pretty green. That's kind of cool. Um, I actually think the market's going to go red today. I think there's a good likelihood of that. And I have a few thoughts as to why. But I think we'll need to kind of just watch and see what happens here. There we go. That works. Oh, this is another good one. So I'm actually looking over some data that I have in front of me. I've been way too aggressive. This month I've been way too aggressive. So I need to be better with that. I just also made a few changes on my spreadsheet. I think I was getting into a more of a situation where I felt like I needed to take a trade versus just waiting for the right trade. And that's something I'm going to change. So I need to get better with that. Here, rainbow fiber. I had grabbed some carrots this morning, but I already ate those. Yeah, I need to be better about not getting into this chop here. That's what happened mainly right here. Too many good avenues to not do that. Each time I get into it, I'm discounting my wins. Although This is 90, mostly green today. This is a good song. I haven't heard this one in a minute though. Bring Sally down. Sally up. Bring Sally down. That could be good news for a short. Amazon Prime is already starting to become not worth it. Now, I don't really use Prime Video myself, but I know that's going to cause a lot of people maybe move away from it, which could affect their numbers, which would affect the stock price. So this song here, I only like the first half of it. I wish I could share it with y'all, but copyright. See, this is the one thing with news that I always try to be careful of. CNN. Russia curbs gasoline and diesel exports to ease shortages. Russia bans diesel and gas export indefinitely. Russia temporarily bans fuel. It's this is one of the things I don't like about news. And why fact checking is very important, because if you're only looking at one news coverage, it can be heavily misput. And that's just a really good example right there. I don't do much with bonds, but that does have an overall effect on the market, but I don't know how much weight that might have. It says bond market overall rised, but that could purely be because it's adding another source of income, so to speak. So India probably already had bonds. They're adding it in. So I don't know if that's going to have too much of an effect for anything that I'm looking to do. So I listen to the news when I first wake up. My phone, spits off like a half hour worth of news. Sometimes I'll sit down, I'll read it too, like this. I like Google News. I just do. I like the fact that it doesn't just pull up just one, I'm not going to like CNN or Fox or here or there. I'm getting I think a decent overall view of multiple sources in one location. Yahoo used to be kind of good for that, but then Yahoo, I think, fell down the road of a lot of paid sponsorship stuff. I would like to find a better news source, or not necessarily better, but another one. But right now, I'm just using. Right now, I'm just using Google though. All right, let's put Tesla here. I might actually need to spell it out for it. If they're trying to boost sales, they might be having a slow period. That's a lot of shares. All right, so I do want to try to $10,000 an hour is excessive, but you have to understand for every hour a lawyer might charge you, you also have employees. You got a lot of research or time that they might have worked on it, not exactly so to speak on the clock. Just because they worked on it for 5 hours, 10 hours, or even 1 hour. Once they, so to speak, close the file, it's not like their brain shuts off. They might grab their phone and look something up or whatever. So, but 10,000 an hour, that awfully seems kind of ridiculous. Not kind of. I would say that's ridiculous. You know, I had an issue with a product. Um, I don't want to show my email. Hold on, how can I do this? All right, I think I could do it like this, and you guys are not going to see my email address. So, um, I reached out to them and was like, "Hey, look, I'm having a problem with my um, I bought a battery bank from them. It charges on itself and all this other cool stuff. It's actually I really like the charger. But they sent me an email after I had gotten the replacement, and they were very, on top of trying to make sure that I was happy with them replacing the defective unit. So they shot me an email 19 hours ago after the replacement, and they were just wanting to follow up to see if I'm satisfied, looking forward to reply, and wish me a lovely day. So I told them, thank you for reaching out and checking in. It has happened again once or twice, but does not happen when I use another charger. I don't think it's the cord, so maybe something with the firmware on the power supply. Were you able to test the one I sent back? And they just replied, or I just saw that they had replied. I just read it. Um, I mean, Anchor, they really, I mean, that's in my book, good customer service. Um, really nice. Um, the one I have is kind of like this, but it plugs into the wall instead. Let me see if I can find it. Um, this one. So it plugs into the wall. It's a battery bank, and it has 3 ports. And it was working great for me, but I'm having a few issues, and I think it might actually be firmware based. But they've been on top of it. I really have to give them props for that. And again, they don't even know who the hell I am. I'm not a sponsored ship. My channel's way too small for that. But just their, I guess, commitment to making sure that I'm absolutely happy. That's pretty cool. And the return process was super easy. Okay, now that is an interesting news story. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look into that. I'm not gonna get sensationalized, but that's actually a really that would be a power move on Tesla. Because if they were able to get their competitors to go into much higher cost, he could try to force them out of business, kinda, or make it more difficult. And I'm not a Elon Musk fan, but that sounds like something he would have done too. So if he did cause that in the background, one, it would be legal. Two, that'd be sneaky as hell. It's wired, so sometimes they could be very sensationalized stories. But just the title alone, without looking too far into it, it makes me think outside of, potential story. And it does make me wonder because, anything in politics or business, there's a lot of things that are happening behind closed doors that you'll never know. Unfortunately, that's just the way business is. So this song here, I've been playing a little bit off and on quite recently. "Son of a Sinner" by Jelly Roll. I don't know why, but this song just sounds good. Hey, Justin. you know, talking about that, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. But I just trust me. There's things about being in a truck that I did miss. I was actually thinking about that this morning too. That's actually what's funny. You know, at this point, I think I've been out of a truck long enough after my accident that I could get back into a truck and it not bother me. It kind of worried me for a while if I would be able to or not. But I do kind of miss that freedom, man. I will say, I do kind of miss that freedom. Ford just had a huge spike. And I got sold out right here. It just shot way past that line. I didn't expect that. Okay. The strike hasn't ended. If anything, it says they're bracing for. Oh, well, there you go. Go back to Swift? I don't know. I might. If I go back into trucking, I don't know where I would go. This could be a really good day for Ford. A really good day for Ford. Watch it go all the way up to 13 today. I was thinking about buying it when it dropped down below this line yesterday afternoon, but I was thinking it might be going lower. Well, Tesla, Ford could have a really good day today. But anyway, so as I was saying, uh, yeah, I do miss driving. Um, the open road, um, being in different weather, seeing different things. I was not a big fan of driving in the cities, but that was only a small portion of trucking. A huge part of trucking is, you're driving in the middle of nowhere. Like, seriously, out in nowhere. Um, you drive all times of the day. You see sun up, sun down, rolling clouds, snow. I've driven through a few floods. One of the biggest ones I drove through was actually pretty cool. It was down in Houston. They had a hurricane that hit Houston, and I was driving for Swift, Walmart, and they had me run loads from fuck, what was that terminal just south of Fort Worth? Cleburne, the Walmart terminal in Cleburne, Texas. Went from Cleburne all the way down to Houston. Um, they sent a ton of us down there with emergency supplies. And they said, be safe, but they were like, get the stuff there, or as close as you can. and then wait until you can get to the drop point or call for help or whatever else. Um, HEB was I think no, that was next to the terminal in Temple, but HEB was flying freaking helicopters to get drivers to their trucks. Swift didn't do that. I wish Swift did. That would been pretty dope though. But yeah, they were picking up HEB drivers from anywhere they could, especially down in Houston, flying them out and getting them into trucks. And I got into a few convoys going down to Houston. Um, not convoy, but we'd be rolling several trucks deep, which is technically a convoy. But yeah, we had paperwork and everything basically saying, where we're going, what we're doing, and we got emergency supplies. But yeah, so I got over in Houston, and there was standing water and whatnot. But I looked at the signs, the vehicles around me, and all of that, and I was like, I wasn't the water wasn't moving, or not really. I don't think. No, not really. Um, but I was looking around, and I was like, man, I think I could drive this. So I did. The water came up to I don't know, maybe like a foot or two from my door. So it was actually deeper than I thought it was. But yeah, I drove right through it. And I still think that, I mean, I don't know. To me, that was just kind of cool. I actually sat through that hurricane too. I was in the truck when that hurricane hit. I was dropping off one load of water at a store. And I would say those store employees, I have to really give it to them. They knew a hurricane was coming and all that, but they were at the store to get the stuff off the truck, knowing that they were going to end up needing it. Um, it was a lot of some medical stuff, but that was on a different truck. But I brought in water, canned goods, things like that. No toilet paper, toilet paper, and trucking, or I mean, floodwaters don't mix for obvious reasons. We're just gonna actually downsize to 200 for right now. I know this is Tesla. We'll stay at 4, but I'm not anticipating a trade right now. We're just gonna sit and watch. Oh, that was louder than I thought. So we don't want to get into the chop. I forgot to take my damn meds this morning. Oh, this is a good song too. That doesn't seem like it's getting strong. And there's the whole dollar there. Well, I was trying to get that in lower, but oh well. We're just chilling still. It seems like losing a little bit of strength here, but so I was right. It was getting weak. I just had to figure out where. Now we're just going to leave it a B, because that's a decent drop right there. So now I think it could gain a little bit of strength. That's why I kind of started to get close to it. Why is this seemingly like it's lagging a little bit? Definitely seems like that. I don't. I'm below my HOD. What was my... about right. Oh, that was a bigger drop than I thought. Really kind of below here. I kind of like that area. New HOD. I wasn't. I thought I wasn't gonna be trading today. Could have traded that better too. Shorted it like what up here? I got shook out a few times. I like the song, but let's switch it up. Shine down or just shine. Collective Souls. That's not the. Is that the name of the band? I guess so. No, I didn't know that was the name of the band. I don't think it's gonna stay up. I'm just checking all my stuff right now. Ford did hit 1277. It's coming back down. I'm wondering what it's gonna end up doing. We're just gonna sit back on Tesla. This is what I need to get better at. Just sitting back and doing this. So if I didn't get back earlier what I did, I lost. I did the math. I already deleted it. So shorted it 254.25. Tracked where I covered 83. So 58 cents. And I had 200 shares. 58. So 116. So if I didn't do that, 260 plus 116, I could have been up 376. But I was at 254. So if I held it from there, and then where did I sell it this last time? No, no, not there. There. 250 to 0.84. Yeah. So if I just held that 200, but this is what it's kind of dangerous because this is where I kind of got jacked up before. But just for picks and grins, as I'm not doing anything else. $1.48 times that by 200. I'm glad I wrote that down because I screwed that up. 0.4. Another 300. If I just held it, didn't take that loss, so it would have been uh, the 150. Say like 500. Might have typed in math wrong somewhere. Yeah, I need to slow things down. I got into a mindset of I needed to trade versus waiting for the right trade. That's a bad habit I've gotten into. See, I could have seen myself trying to play this here and getting screwed here. I'm thinking about that level. Still may. I think it wants to. We just have to wait for it. I mean, $260, that's not bad. Get out of here with that crap. How do I get rid of that? No. No. I want to delete it, but I don't want it pinned. So, no. Spam. Um, okay, now. How do I delete the message? Okay, I know if I pin it, I can delete it. There. Um, I don't have the tablet out today. I just got a piece of paper in front of me right now. It's a kind of simplistic day. I think ultimately it's going to go down, but it's kind of getting into a chop. When it got into the chop yesterday, it did climb up, and then it went down. I think next week goal. Try to go green all week. Next week. Forget max or target. We're not gonna say target range. I've been trying to hit target and then trying to exceed target so I could have an average winning target that's the same throughout the whole week. And that has really been hurting me. So next week, we're just going to work on trying to be green. I'm just doodling on this piece of paper. I got nothing else to do. Kind of wish other people were in the room with me. Be kind of this would be the time that would be just bullshit. But I guess everybody else kind of felt the same thing I did, either not feeling well or just decided not to come in. Hmm. Microsoft has been fighting around this 120 periodically. Today, yesterday, drop, rocket, drop back to the 120. Right here, shoot, drop, hit, sitting. Could be a potential for it to launch. Now, I shouldn't have traded this yesterday. Shouldn't have. I still need to watch it to learn what it wants to do, but I was just trying to get into it. And it chewed me up and spit me out. Not as bad as Nvidia has, but Nvidia has been a really good source of income in the past. Any more? Guns N' Roses knocking on heaven's door. I'm about to have a bunch of new music start playing here. I was just looking at related songs and saw a bunch of songs I haven't added to my playlist that I totally kind of forgot about. Some old music though, like going back to my parents' time. Yeah, see, this is getting into the chop, and I'm just not gonna do that. You know what's kind of sucks is I'm using some Mac shortcuts on my keyboard, and I'm using a Windows. Some of the Windows keys I or shortcuts I use on the Mac, some I use on. There's some good Mac shortcuts. I will say that. Particularly in the copy paste, it's much closer instead of further apart, and I kind of like that closer together. Yeah, see. I mean, you might have been able to say kind of over the high here, but there's a good chance I would have sold on this candle. Then I probably would have tried to bought back in here, and then yeah, just too choppy. Unless I'm going in with a small share sizing, but since it's underwater still, You know, can I really go long on this? I don't think so. You know, at what point does it turn back around? I mean, so even with small sizing, is it? I don't think it would be worth it. It's one of these days, I'm telling you. So this song here, I can listen to it. Don't Stop Believing by Journey. But I don't know if I'm gonna put that in my main playlist here. Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. That one I will. I don't need to listen to it. I already know. Ah. I should probably just keep the calculator. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use the spreadsheet because I could use the spreadsheet quicker for what I need to do. But um uh good morning, Otison. You're getting a little bit of a late start today. You know, so I actually had full plans today to not take any trades at all. I did 2,300 shares on Tesla. So I don't want to say I'm upset with myself. This down move that we had was pretty good. I did give money back though, about $100 ish. Um, but as I'm kind of saying in the chat room, as you probably already read, I need to learn to relax. You know, I was looking over my Google Calendar, uh, my data sheets from last month, this month. The one thing I did last month comparative to this month was last month I had several days where I didn't take any trades at all. I just sat here. I had a few red days. up until the last week, every day last week of August, it was red, really bad red. But generally speaking, I was a lot more okay just sitting. I think because of the last week of August, that kind of helped set me up for a bad deal this month. I was feeling like I needed to take trades. I needed to try to be productive. So, kind of like we were talking a little bit about yesterday, I was not planning on taking a trade, but this was looking really good. I did jump on it a few times. Sizing I was doing is 400, so you can see how many rounds I did. How many rounds did I do? 3 divided by 400. I did 4.7 because I did one was 200, and I did 100 trade. I downsized for once. I downsized. So I honestly think I might be done for today. You know, I really need to work on the precision and being totally okay to sit here and not feeling like I need to trade. Um, it's really a huge mental thing. So I've been kind of like looking at the screen and doodling on my piece of paper here. I don't even have the tablet out today, so I'm not even watching the scanner. I'm not using any scanner today other than FinViz because I'm not going to jump into any low stocks. Um, I say that, and then I see this kind of went through a good push down, but its volume is not fantastic. Um, yeah, see, I'm looking at this. I said it, so then it made me go look. Market's still looking fairly. This was really green this morning. But anyway, I'm just gonna stick and I'm gonna remain patient. You know, I need to know that I have all day. I don't need to get into this choppiness because I could see me trying to make the trade here, trying to make the trade here, getting screwed here. I could see me trying to make the trade here, and I'll be entering in all this choppiness. And for me, that's what I want to prevent. I don't want to get into choppiness at all. Um, I think that's the biggest change I need to do is prevent that. So I'm just sitting here rocking out to my music. But yeah, I had a little bit of this whole pre-morning conversation saying how I was probably not going to take a trade. I took a trade. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings on that. I think the trade was smart, but I really need to work on being able to walk away, so to speak. Like I did, what was that? Tuesday? Wednesday? Wednesday. That's what I need to work on doing, amongst other things. Every rose has a thorn. Poison. I've not heard this song in I don't even know how long. My playlist gets better and better each time I add more stuff to it. I don't know why I'm listening to so much classic, but it's been a thing now for a second. I also got work I gotta do on my eBay and Amazon today. I was supposed to do it like 3 days ago. I didn't want to. I gotta call eBay. Yay. That's gonna actually put me in a bad mood, so I'm not going to do that. Not right now. Probably not today. Probably do that over the weekend or Monday or I don't know. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Apple. I don't know about that. I would be worried about even if it has a green day, it could really go red the following. It's right. I mean, it is right down here on the bottom, so I guess it is a possibility. Um, Let me check this number. All right, that was an annoying phone call. God, headphones, like over the ear headphones, the sound quality is just so nice. And these ones put out a really nice sound. Ozzy Osbourne. I want to put more of his music in my rotation. It's going to be weird when Ozzy passes. Ozzy Osbourne is a very interesting character, I think. I saw a video of him uh recently. That guy's sick. I don't think he's going to be around for all that much longer. The drugs and alcohol really have affected him in his later years. But Ozzy Osbourne is one wild character. Awesome guy. A little weird, but he would have been a pretty cool person to know in real life, I think. Like, somebody, if you're around Ozzy, one, you would never know what was going to happen in your day. Two, um, you wouldn't have a chance to be bored with him, I don't think. Oh, so, hey, Odison, you want to hear something kind of funny? You're probably going to say yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the story. So, I know you're a good bit older than I am. It was a couple days ago, maybe a week ago or whatever. I was driving in my vehicle, and generally I'm playing my own playlist. I don't generally listen to the radio, but the radio in my SUV kind of sucks. So I didn't have my headset, so I was like, fuck it, I just listened to the radio. So I had the radio on and couldn't find anything that I wanted to listen to. So I ended up on the classic rock station. Cause I like classic rock. I like the music that I grew up with, and the classic, stuff that my parents listened to. Like some of it I really do like. Anyway, freaking Metallica was played on there. Um, Metallica is not classical music. Bon Jovi is. Guns N' Roses. Poison. Ozzy. Well, not even really Ozzy. Ozzy was kind of more in my time. Kind of. No, not really. He made music all throughout. But yeah. So it shocked me. But they played some other music. I think Shinedown ended up on there. Um, and a few songs that were from my period when I was growing up. And I'm like, this is not classic rock. I even thought maybe I was on the wrong the radio frequency. No, I was on classic rock. I never felt old until actually, that's a lie. I felt old at other times, but that made me feel really old that is now considered classic rock. And I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for that. Um, and then when I bopped over to a radio station that played the music that I would normally listen to, it was all this music that I had no idea, and I didn't like it. I'm starting to feel like my parents. God, that is really weird, by the way. When I don't know. Oh, and then I was on TikTok, and so somebody had posted, like 90s make you feel old kind of thing, and they were just showing things. Yeah, it really does, Otison. It really does. But they were showing things, like different toys or things that were collective in the 90s or early 2000s if you were a teenager. Um, and they're like, "Does this make you feel old?" And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, "No, that's not. Pagers are old, I guess. Yeah, okay. Pagers haven't been around for a long time. Okay, yeah, I have not seen an AOL CD in forever." Like I can't even think of the last time I saw those. Um, Going into Blockbuster. Um, I actually had a Blockbuster card. I have no idea where it went, but I don't know. It was really one of those things. It was like, holy shit. Um, I don't know. It's really weird. Or like the other thing, I was looking on eBay because I remembered I saw something in a TikTok and it reminded me of something that I had when I was a child. So I went to eBay and I was trying to find it. And then I'm like, oh my God, I am trying to buy something from the past like my father or my mother would. Like, holy crap. I can't just go to the store and get it. Um, I don't know. Or like the original Game Boys. I remember getting that and playing it. Now my parents they couldn't afford the original one, so they actually got it from a cousin of mine, second hand, the first generation. Because it went from like the pea yellow screen to the white screen. My cousin got the new one, and I got the yellow screened, and I had that one for I think less than a year, and then the Game Boy Colors came out, and my parents they felt bad that they had to get me a used one. So my parents really spent the money and they got the Game Boy Color in that turquoise blue ish color. I remember getting that for Christmas and that was so totally cool. And I was actually trying to find that Game Boy. Actually, I found it, but I was surprised at how much they wanted for it. But it was just weird to kind of, I guess, go down memory lane. Um, I also grew up with the original Game Boy, not Game Boy, the original like game consoles. The PlayStation One, Xbox One, not Xbox One, whatever. It was just Xbox. Uh, but kind of growing up with all those, Nintendo Super, Nintendo 64, um, NES. That's the one where with the it's like gray and black and red. Flipped up the door and it goes in, or the Sega Genesis. I grew up with all those. Most of them were secondhand. Some of them weren't. The Xbox wasn't. PlayStation weren't. But it's just, I don't know. It's weird. I know I'm not young, but it's to me, it's kind of hard to really kind of fathom or understand that I'm actually getting much older in life. It's kind of interesting. It also brings up a lot of respect for my parents. The things that they had, dealt with. My parents had 6 kids, by the way. So my parents, they went through a lot to care for all 6 of us. And my parents were about my age when they had all them kids. So yeah, major props for that. But yeah, anyway, just a little stupid thing. I guess I don't want to say midlife crisis, but it's kind of very I don't know. That and also some of the original I don't want to say original. It makes it sound like it's original. It's not. To me they're just normal, but like I know when The Lion King came out, um like It's a lot of those Disney movies. And cartoons, like the original Tom and Jerry, before they started talking. My God, why are they talking now? I don't get that. I was watching my ex's kids. This was several months ago. We've been broken up for a while, but anyway, I was watching them, and they were all watching cartoons, and I was watching cartoons with them. Well, Tom and Jerry came on, and they were talking. That was not cool. That was not cool at all. I forgot to add these to my playlist. And not that one. We'll add that one. And there we go. We're back to the normal programming. Um, yeah. You made 13 Apple this move up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Apple to break the green on the day. I was not expecting that. But I would still be somewhat careful. It could have this rocket ship like it did right here and then shoot down. So if I was still in, I would be chasing it. Um, Maybe over here it could have been interesting, but I didn't jump on it. I'm not going to jump on it. I'm going to try to show restraint by not getting stupid and giving money back. Maybe if it pulls back, I might reevaluate it, but I'm just going to wait. I'm still kind of watching this because I kind of like that this is starting to possibly get weak. I'm not even going to say where I'll be interested on the drop. I would want to see a consistent drop starting. But juggling life as you age is when you appreciate what being an adult means, and the decisions are generally complex. I'm actually going to copy and paste that into to Google Keep, because that is very well written there, my guy. Juggling life as you age is when you appreciate what being adult means. That is a very good statement there, Odison. I might even make a TikTok on that one later. Be like, hey, look, so I had this guy. Him and me, we spend millions of dollars a day. Not really, but that's a really good statement. And you know what? It's actually very true. When I was younger, I would do things on a whim. Like I would have no plan. I would just go do it and then figure it out as it was happening. Um, Sometimes I still kind of miss that freedom, because any mistakes that I would have made weren't really that expensive. They were fixable, so to speak. Today, I gotta think about a lot more than just that. Honestly, with the losses I have been taking the last month, 2 months, I'm seriously contemplating on, what I'm gonna do trading wise. But that's also where it's really kind of sad because I could have had a really fantastic last 2 months, but I need to get better at trading these larger cap stocks. Um, and being more patient. I mean, that's the more important thing. Um, and not getting antsy, I guess. Wow, Nvidia has really climbed here. So I don't like to listen to very religious songs all that much, but this song here I do like. Um, Down to the River to Pray by Allison. I don't know how to say the last name. But as I was saying, so Odison, that's a very good. I'm still thinking about that. That's a very, very well written. If I do a play on this, it's only going to be 100 shares. Actually, no, we're due to the way that this one can go, we'll say 50. We need to make sure that we don't give money back, or if we do, it's controllable. I can always add more. The way that this stock goes, it can shoot up drastically and shoot down just as drastic. I gotta be okay with this. And honestly, I kind of like the fact that it's sitting right here. It got rejected, came down, it's coming back up. I think this is going to be a decent play. And I'm going to be a lot more okay with taking this off than leaving it there. I'm going to read what you said here in just a second. I'm kind of watching this. I want to see how these candles form here, since I do have an order in right here. But I'm probably going to take this off because it seems like it's having a little bit of an issue. I may put it back on, though, as things kind of develop here. So, all right. I should be able to read what you had said now. So, with the spreads on these more volatile large caps, it's part of the learning curve. Completely agree. Yes, so Apple and Tesla, I have found that to be true as well. Microsoft, I think, could be very similar to like Tesla. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. Put back to 100. So Microsoft, I think, could be similar. I've been I've been kind of studying this. So Microsoft, I think, could be in the same general boat. You just have to pick the right days, right? So some of these days are just they're crap. But if you get on the right day with the right breakouts, either up or down, I think this could be definitely worth watching. So I would have made money this day. I traded it this day. Probably I shouldn't have, but I did. Um, guess you could have worked on the short here. But I think Microsoft could be a very good play. I just did it completely wrong. I thought it was going to keep going up. So I got way too jumpy on it. I should have waited. Especially after the drop didn't continue. I should have waited. Should have waited. But that's going to be kind of like trying to find these stocks that are going to trade in a predictable manner that we can move some volume through. We need to be careful. Yeah, see, you did better on Microsoft, and you probably had a lot smaller shares than I did. I should have gone in with much less than I did. I went in with way too much for a stock that I'm still, so to speak, I don't want to say learning, right? Well, anything in the stock market is always a learning experience. You'll never become a master stock trader. Anyone who says that they're a master stock trader is lying to you. Every day, every week, every month, every year, there's something else that could happen. Now, you might be really good at this or that or whatever, but I think there's always something to learn. And maybe just how one particular stock may move, or about a particular CEO, or whatever your style of trading may be. But I think you constantly have to be on the learning curve. And frankly, I got caught on the bottom of that learning curve with Microsoft, and it chewed me out. Yeah, I was doing 300 at a time. I should have been way less than that. But if your height was 225, and it sounds like you kind of averaged in, you bought in here and there, you were able to kind of manage your expenses. I mean that, or average down, average up, whatever you did do. That probably worked out. That's probably what helped you. Block of 25 at a time. Okay. Yeah, I get that. That was much better than I did. 100%. Um, I need to run to the bathroom. So let me do this kind of deal real quick, and I'll be right back. So, Odison, I need to ask you a question. I got my headphones on, as you probably have seen in the video stream, but I don't have them on my ears right now. I kind of just having them sitting around my neck. I need you to let me know if you can hear any music, because the copyright thing, especially when I'm talking. I don't know if it will pick it up or not. I know it's not going to pick it up when I'm not talking because of the limiter that I have. Too quiet. But it may pick it up when I'm talking. Just let me know if you hear any music. I don't need or want copyright strikes. Yeah, let me do this because I am back. This is a good song. It's kind of a newer one though. There's very few newer songs I'm into, but this is one. You know what? I might actually just be calling it a day right here. You know, everything is kind of looking choppy now. I'm up 260. Am I? Yeah, I'm up 260. I haven't taken any other trades but Tesla. I was looking at doing another trade on a different stock. I didn't do it. I'm not up a huge percentage, but I don't care about that. I'm green. I'm up almost 0.9% though. That's actually pretty darn freaking good. Um, I need to check on that. All right, that's charged. Plug in my phone, charge up my phone. I'm pretty sure that's not that dead, but we'll charge it. It's not gonna hurt anything. So I go to grab it and forget that it's actually plugged in. But you know, I'm gonna give this 10 more minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm out. You know, I'm not gonna keep trading today. I'm green 260. I'm happy with that. I don't want to go negative, and I need to work on next week to stay green all day, all week. Okay, so uh, let me take a look at what that guy is looking at. All right, we'll pull up on the main one. I was trying to just look at briefly on a different screen that I had. Oh, yeah, this. I don't like that. Of course, that's exactly what I did. Hello? All right, great. I have all kinds of issues going on here at the house now. Um, I got things that are broken. Great. All right. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna stress about it. It's fine. I'll get to it. So that's gonna be the end of my day. I'm done. I'm gonna go try to figure this out or get started with it. Not now. Um, okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. So I will see you Monday, Odison. If you want to give me a ring, um, later on today or over the weekend, uh, we can easily talk. No worries there. Um, good luck. Let me know how you do later on in the day. If you take any other trades, hopefully you stay green. I'm gonna end it there. I'm like halfway to target, so I'm actually more green than the color I was. But I'm not gonna push my luck, and I got other things I need to go get worked on now. So um, Apple might be getting close to being in a short position. I don't know. Um, but I'm not gonna worry about it. That's not gonna be my my target or my play for today, and I'm out. Good luck to everybody who's still trading. I may go live later on Twitch though, when I'm playing a video game. So if anyone who's watching me, Twitch might be an option for later. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm out for right now. I gotta go take care of a few things, and then we'll go from there.